MacBook.
Oh, we're live.
There we go.
Hello. Okay, there we go. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, this is so exciting. I've never done anything live before, so literally don't know how any of this works.
I know this is literally our third one, but this is our third Books and Brunch, or Brunch and Books, I think is what we call it.
Working title.
Yes, and we have Lala Loves Lit on today.
Hi, everybody. It's Jayla.
I'm not sure. Oh, here comes Christine with the breakfast.
There you go. I don't want to
What are we eating today?
egg.
Oh my God, it's steaming hot.
I literally just finished it. That's why I'm late. Sorry, everybody. Egg, turkey bacon, and blueberry muffin.
Did you make them or like they came out of a package?
Oh, they
She
came out of a
made them.
package.
Oh, I would be impressed if she made them. But considering my meal is just toast.
Oh, the dog.
He's like,
Oh yeah, he's here because of the toast. Otherwise, he would not have.
I love him.
Look,
Oh my God. Actually, let me go grab my coffee. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back.
And can you see? Also, he's washed out by the ring light, so I apologize. It's not his lighting.
cute. What's his name?
So my sister named him Don Carlos.
OJ?
Not
OJ.
sure why.
I said it, but
No, OJ, just water. Don
Yeah.
Carlos, come here. Oh, he's such a baby.
Is a giant baby, actually.
Yeah.
I hate that pit bulls get such a bad rep because they're the sweetest dogs.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to be afraid of them, but then one day it like clicked that they're literally the nicest dogs.
Did you have any like sort of bad experience with them?
They just were. I think I was just smaller as a child, so they just were really big. And I remember it just would because some have mean, some. It just depends on who.
They sometimes like the way they're built, it's a little intimidating.
Yeah. So as a kid, I was like a little afraid, and then now I realize it is, the Chihuahuas you have to look out for.
Yeah. Small dog. No offense to the small dog owners, but I couldn't do it. Especially if you have multiple small dogs, I can't.
No.
corgis are cute.
Oh yeah. Our friend just got a corgi, and she is so cute.
I like say that like my mom doesn't have a small like Chihuahua Terrier mix. LOL.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, all dogs are adorable. Thank you.
I would imagine you guys were more cat people.
Well, we do live with a cat.
Exactly. I would have figured you were like pro. I feel like you can't be both pro cat and pro dog. You have to be more into one.
Well, I own a cat because it's easier.
That's true.
But like when I don't know why I'm screaming. My bad.
Oh no! My neighbor's dog bit me, but it was a small dog. So then I realized no dogs are safe.
Sorry, in the comments. Let's just.
Sorry, you got trampled.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
horrible.
How big was that dog? Or like, do you know what kind it was? I also imagine you were kind of young.
Yeah.
You were a toddler, so.
It doesn't matter. It had 4 legs.
Wait, did you tell us what kind of dog you have?
Who?
Jayla.
Oh, I have a pit bull. What's the other lab mix?
Oh.
I was about to say I hope there's no shade on pit bulls because I think they're so sweet.
Oh, they're the sweetest dogs. They're like the giantest babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. I said when I was a kid, I used to be afraid of him, and then I realized that.
Well, I think when you're smaller, any kind of like big dog like that is scary.
Well, my friend had a cat, and its name was Tiger. And I don't know, cats are just so much less affectionate. And so that cat was always biting me, but I always thought it was like showing me love, but that actually isn't how. Do they show love like that? I don't know.
I don't.
Sherman, he does.
Sherman, I feel like he's affectionate.
He is, but he gets in his moods too. I mean, I think cats are more independent than dogs for sure.
That's true. But I want them to want me. I need them to want me.
Well, like he likes to cuddle and stuff. Like he'll come up and like ask me to hold him. I don't know if that makes sense, but that kind of thing. So,
Oh, that's so precious.
like maybe it's because of the way I raised him. I don't know. Like nature versus nurture.
How long have you had him?
4 years. 4.5 years.
4 years?
Yeah, 4.5 years. Almost
Oh.
5 in May.
Oh yeah, he's a full adult.
Yeah, he's a full adult. He's crazy.
But I love definitely the star. He tries to outshine you constantly. So
Honestly, I'm
Constantly.
like, calm down.
Constantly.
He's literally under the tree right now looking at us like, when can I pop in?
I mean, if you want to let him in, does he try and like get your food at all?
Now
Again, that's why my dog is here. That's the only reason he showed up.
He doesn't do like that, but like if we're in the kitchen, he knows that the kitchen is the food spot. So he will hang out with us in the kitchen.
Oh. Yeah, my dog is drooled, so that's nice.
He sees the nose. I'm like, okay, cutie.
Please, no one judge me. I do feed my dog human food, and I enable him. So
I think a lot of us do that, and we just don't admit it. So
okay, as long as like this is a safe space, right?
yeah, this is a safe space for sure. So, what have you been reading this week?
So I started Cemetery Boys because this week absolutely wrecked me, and I've heard people just say how emotionally draining this book is, which I guess is not what I need, but I also wanted to feel something.
Oh my god! Wait, you had finals this week?
Yeah, and I'm taking, okay, don't get a master's degree. That's what I want to say first. Don't get a master's degree. You don't need it. It's a lot of money, and it's not fun. It's easier than undergrad. Like, where did you guys go to school?
University of South Carolina.
Yes.
I want to say USC, but then I'm like,
California people get on.
I know.
I would have assumed you. I was just in California.
Yeah.
Especially
like,
since you're currently there, right?
yes. I'm like, we have to make sure we say
University of South Carolina. I'm like, even though our USC was established first, okay, y'all.
Well, I'm in North Carolina, so very close.
Wait,
I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Like half my family lives in North Carolina. Plus, she's got family Charlotte, like Lancaster area.
Oh, yeah. I'm very close to Charlotte. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all connected. Also, whenever you tell anybody from any other part of the country that you're from South Carolina, they automatically just get it confused with North Carolina anyway. So it's like
that or Charleston.
Yeah. And
well, like, okay, I can understand Charleston, not North Carolina so much, because they have very different. Never mind. No, they don't. They have the same.
See.
But I escaped my small North Carolina town to go to school in DC. So
I love that.
And now I'm back. But I really want to. You guys live in LA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We live in LA.
I really want to escape to the big city. So I'm studying at NYU.
Oh
and
my god.
I'm trying to live my like basic YA girl dreams.
I was about to say, who are you? I love it. We like visited New York one spring break and it was fun, but it was crazy.
What'd you do?
Hi, Rachel.
We actually drove up there and we had a friend that like was going to school close. So we scooped him up.
It wasn't close though. It was not in the way.
We say close, but it was like a state away. Okay.
It
so
was
we like
in Amish country. And that's
my dad was in school in Amish country.
Barrels of like hay. And you were like, wow, this I would fall asleep and it would be like I was in the same place. I'm like, are you any closer? She's like, yeah.
It really was crazy. Like that was like a magical time being
I have to know what people who live in that area do. If anyone lives in that area, please let me know.
Yeah, it was.
My dad went to college there.
Yeah, according to him, he didn't do anything.
What was the school?
I forget. It was like a smaller school.
Oh, Lehigh.
Yes, there you go.
I haven't heard of that, but
exactly.
I'm assuming they're all kind of the same out there.
Yeah. Well, our friend Kevin, he's also like so funny and like random. So it was like perfect because we were like, hey, we're going to come pick you up and go to New York. And he was like, okay. So basically we just, we scooped him up and then like stayed in the city and did like typical New York touristy things like Statue of Liberty, like rode the, I almost said tube. Who am I? Rode the subway, I guess that's what we would call it.
That is what it's called, yes.
It like reminded me of London so hard because I went to London like a year before that, I think, or something. And I was like, this is literally the same exact place, except they don't have accents. Or they do have accents.
Well, they do, yeah.
But yeah, it just like reminded me because it's like dark and damp. And I guess, you know, springtime is when we went to New York. So it was already like rainy and like, but
that'd be when
I mean, I liked both of them. I like traveling, so whatever. Anyway, yes, we're doing a little mukbang live. Guys, wait until January. We're going to be doing more of these. I'm in North Carolina too. Yes. Hey, Rachel. I know you can't see my face, but hey, Rachel. Did you used to live in New York? Tell me more about this. I would like.
Me? No. My family is from New York, and so I have a lot of family up there, and I go up there every year except the year of COVID. But like I want to move there, so I have like a huge support system there that could help me do that. But no, I'm honestly worried because I don't think I'm tough enough for New York. I would probably get roughed up.
I've heard that it's like that.
I wanted to live in New York.
Yeah.
But
yeah, how'd you guys end up in LA?
It was random. I just wanted to get out of my. It was like it really was like.
Don't move across the country randomly.
No,
it seems random. And it is random. Yeah. I was gonna say it's not, but it really was.
I just wanted to escape my hometown. Not escape, but like I didn't want to stay there forever. I wanted to experience the world. And then Christine was like, I want to move to LA. And I was like, okay, but what about New York? Because that's where I always wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, no. And I was like, okay.
I literally remember it being like,
she was like, I don't know.
One night, Monique came over to my apartment in South Carolina, and I was like, I think I'm gonna move to LA. And she was like, okay, I'll go too. And then she was like, so wait, what about New York?
Because there's so many other places in the world.
Right. I hear a lot of bad things about LA. So I was just like, that just doesn't seem like the place to settle.
Oh. We don't even know if we're settled. We don't know what we're doing here, okay?
How long have you been there?
We've been here for 5 years.
We have? We have.
Where have you been?
We were like supposed to celebrate it this summer, and then like literally COVID happened, so it was like we can't do anything normal. Whatever.
5 years though.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I was born there, stayed there for 2 years, and then we moved around a lot because of my dad's job. We try to visit as much as we can. A New York lady. Okay.
Nice.
I see your TikToks, okay? I love them. Just a little shout out to you.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I love New York. I love places with personality.
Oh, my hand's not in the game.
Yeah, I was like, hey, Naima.
You use this hand.
My queens. I love you. You can't see my face.
We love you.
Yeah, you'd be cracking me up, Naima, because you post so many comments under their videos.
I love her.
Oh, yeah,
I love her so much.
I love the live reactions.
Yes. Honestly, like it was super overwhelming, and then I was like, I'm gonna do it too. And it like honestly lets the creator know that like you're watching it the whole time. You know what I mean? So I like it. But anyway,
At first I was overwhelmed. I was like, okay, like this enthusiasm, I love it, but do I have to respond to all these at the same time? What's going on? But no, like I love getting that like constant feedback.
Engagement, yeah. It's so nice.
It really is. That's how I am. Like, oh well, I'm gonna comment what I want to comment.
Exactly. Okay, so
Oh, go ahead. What?
No, I was just gonna say, so you're reading Cemetery Boys. Like, what is that about? Because I feel like everyone's read it.
So I haven't read it, but never mind. You say it.
Yeah, I was like, let her tell us.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Anyway.
Well, I can speak now?
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to make sure Christine wasn't saying something else. So Cemetery Boys is about this kid named Yadriel, and I'm probably gonna butcher some names, so I apologize. But and he's a trans boy, and his family is like, it's like a Latinx family, and they have a history of like witchcraft, but they don't call it witchcraft in the book. Apparently that's kind of derogatory, so, but that's the best I can describe it. But and so he's trying to do like this rite of passage where he becomes an official brujo, but since he was born a girl, his family won't really let him participate in it, and so he's trying to prove like that he's just as capable as any of the other brujos in his family. And it's really sad because it's just so hard just for him. Like, you read Felix Ever After, so it's like a lot of the same experiences. It's so rough, and it's a really sad thing to have to deal with, and that's what I wanted. So
yeah, it's a series, right?
Cemetery Boys? I don't think so.
No? Oh, I'm crazy. Never mind.
It could be a duology or something, but I don't know. Like, I'm just now reading it. I know that it was like a New York Times bestseller, so if he wants to secure the bag,
yeah,
go ahead, Thomas. Do your thing.
We'll find out. Yeah,
Because everybody's loving it.
What?
I said because everyone's loving it, so I can understand if they want to go on with another sequel.
Mm.
We
Well,
have a
plus, like-
request for you, Jayla.
That's my sister, actually.
Oh.
Hi, Jasmine. Meet Monique and Christine.
Hello.
Hey.
Here is the boy,
Let's.
Yeah, take the comment.
Oh.
but he really does not want to be moved, so he is going back into hiding. I'm sorry. But anyway, what are you guys reading?
I'm reading Children of Virtue and Vengeance right now. I think I might stop it and read Paper Girls because I'm wanting something new. I want to spice it up. And I just finished another YA fantasy, Shadow and Bone, and it's just a lot, you know.
Did you like it?
I did like Shadow and Bone. I gave it 4 stars. It was I like the pacing of it.
I want to read it, but everyone says I read 6 of Crows already, so I know about how Leigh Bardugo writes. I know about Ninth House. I've read that, but I haven't read her first work, and I feel like it's going to be very different from her more developed writing. So I'm worried.
Oh, if you've already, I'm like, then it's no really.
Yeah, have you not read any Leigh Bardugo?
No, that was my first one. I know, but I bought Ninth House. I thought I was going to read that first, but I'm going to save that for January because
I want a good January read.
Christine said I had to read this series to read 6 of Crows.
It's in the same Grishaverse. Well, because Leigh Bardugo's new book is coming out in March, the one that's after King of Scars, and they're all in the same universe, and now they have crossover characters, so it's like, if you want to know who these people are, then you have to read. I mean, you don't have to. I guess you could Spark Notes it or whatever, or Goodreads it, whatever.
No, it's not the same.
But it's really not the same. So, and I know you were screaming about them characters. Okay, so.
No, yeah, I was definitely into it. It was. I feel like 4 stars. That's pretty good.
You should definitely read Shadow and Bone because it helps you with the world building of 6 of Crows, but you don't need to read it to read 6 of Crows, and I obviously did that. So now I don't know. I do want to okay, so there's the Darkling or something in that book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
How hot is he? Because that's the reason I would read it.
He's hot in this one, but then it goes left.
Oh no! Wait, what?
He's hot.
Okay, yeah. I guess we don't want to do spoilers or anything.
I would spoilers. I'm actually reading Shadow and Bone because we're in the GCG readathon, and that is my action-packed book.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm reading it, and I'm gonna do a vlog for it. But this vlog is gonna have no spoilers.
Do you promise?
I promise.
I don't believe it.
I'm gonna put it in the title too.
I literally watched your Felix Ever After video last night, and you said something at some point about I'm trying really hard not to give away spoilers in this one, and I was like, you are? I literally said it out loud. I was like, you are?
But also, I put in the title. I was like, welcome to the spoiler zone, guys.
I forgot.
I know. I feel like that happened a lot. So I was like, okay, I need to do my vlogs differently because I like to talk. You know what I mean? Be this is what's happening. What do you guys think? Theories. But I'm realizing a lot of times when people watch vlogs, they just want to see kind of what it's about.
Want to know what you're thinking about the book and if they should read it.
Right. Not
it's not
a discussion.
It's not a discussion.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I just need to join a book club and then I can talk about all my theories.
Probably a good solution. I don't mind that style of vlogging as long as I've read the book, though.
Yeah, so that's the thing too, because I have had a lot of people recently just be like, so how spoilery is it though? I'm like, I tell you the whole plot. So
the whole
it's basically a 20-minute summary.
Nothing is left out. But
yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna do this one differently. I'm also annotating it, so
I could never annotate my books. I feel like it takes me experience.
It takes a really long time, I think. I've never even done it, but I feel like it'll help me remember what's going on because the first time I read Shadow and Bone, I kind of low-key, I don't want to say I hated it, but I want to say if I gave it a rating, it was a 2.53. And so I want to reread it and see if that's still because, and even after reading Six of Crows, I was like, Six of Crows is so good. It literally blows my mind. This is the same author.
Yeah, the growth.
Yeah. And I'm like, wow. So then I think of, have you read King of Scars, the other book from the Grisha?
I've read Six of Crows and Ninth House, and I have lots more to get to. I have to catch up.
Yeah, so
man,
oh my god, you need to read the second one in that duology, the one after.
Oh wait, yeah, I've read Book of Kingdom. The whole duology in Ninth House.
But apparently my cousin reads like literally every YA fantasy ever. She's like my rec girl. And she was like, King of Scars is so good. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna do a whole reread and we'll get to it. And then we'll be ready for the third or the second one that comes out in March.
I can't even keep track of all this.
It's
I'm just
so
on
much.
Siege and Storm. Siege and something.
Siege and Storm, the blue one.
Green.
Is that the third one? No, it's the second one. I'm looking at it right now on my shelf. I have the box set. I've had the box set of that trilogy for 2 years now.
Yeah, you have no excuse. If you had to go out and spend money, I would say, don't rush. Yeah. But if you have the books.
I know. I was like, oh, it's $22 on Amazon right now. That's a great deal for 3 books that are very popular. Let me go grab it. And it came right to my house. Uh-oh. What's happening?
He's about to rip down some lights, and I'm trying to, he does this thing where he's, good until we have to do stuff. And then he's like, no one's paying attention to me?
Please.
Cool. Mess up things.
Yeah, that's the other thing about cats. They can climb.
Exactly.
And that's dangerous.
If you could only read one genre for the rest of your life, what genre would you choose and why? It'd have to be mysteries for me.
Yeah.
Mystery. Would say the exact opposite.
What were you thinking?
I don't know. I was going to say maybe science fiction because I feel like you can incorporate science fiction and fantasy aspects. And then that's kind of 2 genres.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Mystery is my least. Oh, are you leaving me? Oh no, he's just scratching. Okay. Also, I've just revealed that I'm not wearing real pants, so that's awesome.
I was
very short.
It was blocked.
I was trying to look like I had on a whole outfit. Okay, what are you doing? Goodbye. Goodbye.
He's like, so I'm not getting toast, or?
Yeah, no. I mean, there's a piece left. Sit. Good boy. Okay. Now I look like a pushover. You're making me look bad, dog. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I don't do mystery. I just don't. I think I don't like how long it takes to get to the I don't know, the ending.
Well, that's the fun part. You get to figure out if what your guess is the right guess.
Maybe it's because I'm bad at guessing.
Okay.
I can never predict what's going to happen. Even though I do my predictions, they're always just completely wrong. And I think that frustrates me. So how good are you at guessing things?
I'm pretty good. But sometimes that's when I know a book is really good, a 5-star, if they really hooked me with a left,
Okay, yeah. So that means if you're really good at guessing, doesn't that take the fun out of it for you?
No, because I like to know I got it right.
You like to be right?
If there's something for me to solve, I want to see if I can solve it.
To put it in women's terms, she likes to compete with the book.
It's not honestly.
But that's what it is. She's like, if I can figure it out before the end.
I just like to guess.
No, I think that's a really proud moment when you can guess something. So that's why I don't like that I never get them from reading mystery.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm literally just like you. I always think it's gonna be this guy. They're like red herring or whatever. And then it's literally not anything I ever could have thought of.
I think sometimes it should be the way that I thought of it though. I think sometimes they made a mistake by not going my route.
Right?
Yes.
And then I get mad because I'm like, the ending's stupid.
Okay, but that's how I feel about And Then There Were None. And I know Monique likes Agatha Christie.
I was about to say, woo.
So sorry to come for your fave, but
hey, it's too early for me to even
properly.
Later, I'm gonna be like, hold on, wait.
Repeat conversation.
I know. What genre would you pick?
I mean, I read fantasy the most, but I feel like I would get so tired of that. So
they make so many of them.
Yeah. I guess fantasy. It could, because then it could be YA, adult, whatever.
No, I get that. And I think they're all, I mean, I feel like a lot of YA fantasies border on being very the same. So if you switch it up with the adult fantasy, that would be life-saving, yes.
Plus, also, like, maybe we could even put in that category just like a sprinkling of fantasy, you know, where it has like fantasy aspects, but it's not necessarily like dunking it in, you know? So
Is Legendborn yet?
No. I just watched a vlog on that and I was like, God, it looks so good.
So, I mean, it's not really a sprinkling of fantasy, so I don't know why my mind went there, but I like urban or like contemporary fantasies.
Yeah.
And that's definitely what that is. So it's like set in the real world, but you've got all this crazy stuff going on. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
What's the book called where they have like the different New York bureaus as like people? Boroughs, yeah. As like people.
City we became?
Maybe. It's like kind of like a fantasy, like a sci-fi thing. I'll have to look.
I think I know what you're talking about, like by N.K. Jemisin?
Yes, I think.
I don't know.
I haven't read it yet, so if I'm very wrong, somebody tell me.
Anyone knows, I'll respond to it in the comments later when I figure it out, my brain. But I think that's it. That is something that I want to read too.
Me too. If it's the book I'm thinking of, then I have it on my Christmas list, and I really hope somebody got it for me.
I'm looking to see. Hold on.
It's like the people. It's like
they're people, not like the city is alive.
Oh,
the 5th season.
Can you look up A City Is Alive?
The City We Became.
That, yeah, click that one.
That's yeah.
It was.
And that's the one by N.K. Jemisin, right?
Yes.
Okay, I think that that's the one you're talking about.
5 boroughs come together to fight the common enemy. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Based on.
Okay, well, when you do read that, I'll read it with you. We can do a buddy session.
Naima, you don't have to respond to every comment. I just like these videos. I love you. She says, sorry, I'm behind. LOL. Six of Crows is better, but should read Shadow and Bone first. Then there's the rest of her books. The only one I've read is Six of Crows. It was amazing.
Six of Crows is amazing.
Please text me. I would love to talk about books. Hey. I pick mystery too. There you go. The mystery because I love the drama, the suspense.
Okay.
Wait, what's your favorite book that you read this year? Are we revealing things on this live?
I'm making a whole video about it. Do I want to spoil that video?
Maybe you can hint to it. You don't have to say what it actually is. We can.
If I knew what it was, though. The problem is I don't know. So you guys have to go first.
Okay.
All right. Well, mine actually, I think both of them are thrillers for me.
Because it's a thriller. Okay.
I think I really liked, what was it called? I'm Thinking of Ending Things.
I read that too, yeah.
I really liked that book. And I liked Verity. I think those two shocked me. And that's all I'm going to say, because I am making a video. Or I think we are, but.
Who knows what we're going to be doing. Did you like I'm Thinking of Ending Things?
I did. I feel like I liked it a lot more than I would have because I listened to the audiobook. And like the audiobook did weird, like artistic things. I feel like I would have just been very confused by the book.
See, I read the book and she read the audiobook.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it reading it was like I could not put it down. It was so good. Anyway, I just liked how I felt. I don't think I've ever felt really different reading. Like I haven't felt that way. Like I was really trying to understand what was happening because like weird things would be going on and I would write it off as normal. I'm like, that's not what they said before. Okay, and then just keep going. So
I felt like I was surprised that I wasn't bored or like I wasn't frustrated because it does all these random stories, but like they don't really mesh together. And I'm just like, I wasn't upset that they weren't meshing, and I was happy about that. So I really liked it. Did you guys watch the movie?
Not yet. We had a friend who watched it.
I don't see how it can
and also read the book, and they were like, "It's literally so different. It's so weird."
Yeah, and I don't like the movie.
Yeah, like that's what she was basically saying is she didn't like it, and we were like, "Well, we read the book, so."
I just don't see how it can be made into a movie.
Yeah, I feel like the audiobook low-key was telling and like revealed things like before the reader would have known it. At least for me,
Yeah.
because it like did different voices. Anyway, not to
No,
give
I
it
agree with you.
But yeah, I was just like, oh, you know what I mean? Like it made me understand it more. And I think in that it kind of took away from the ending
For the movie?
for the audio.
For the book, yeah. And yes, the Netflix adaptation was definitely trash. How do you take something that's already confusing and then make it more confusing? I don't get it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem possible to make it into. I was just like, because you're getting her thought. I don't know. I can't even go into detail.
Yeah, you can't talk about it.
Right.
Y'all haven't.
Well, I think with the movie too, they wanted the like thrillery aspects of it. So
And they did that for sure.
Yeah. So I think that part probably was done super well, but the actual like bones of the book, you're like, okay.
Yeah. I think the point of the story and the point of the movie just were not the same. And that's, I'll leave it at that. But
yeah.
Okay, so I think those are two good choices. I haven't read Verity. I haven't read a Coho book in years. I think I've only read Ugly Love and November 9 by her, actually.
Yeah.
My sister actually loves Colleen Hoover. So the one who asked this question.
Oh, she was the first. That was the first one I've read by her, I think. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't remember if I've read one. I hadn't like put it into memory. Like,
yeah,
it could have been years.
Did you read her romance books or not really?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know about Colleen Hoover until our like friend Reagan from Ray Reads. Like, she like loves Colleen Hoover, so she talks about her all the time and is always like recommending like her books and things. So that's who kind of like put it on the radar for me, because I'm pretty sure I haven't even ever read a Colleen Hoover. But 2021, okay,
Verity really outdid itself.
But I do know like the popular ones, like Ugly Love, and then
like how long have you been on BookTube? Like as far as watching, not being on.
Me, like 3 months, not even that long.
Oh, really?
Yeah, literally just started.
I found it this year.
Wait, so how did you guys find it? Let's just go through the whole origin story, and then we can get back to the question.
Well, it all started when I was looking up traveling videos, and then this one booktuber, I think her name's like Carrie something. She made a booktube about. Actually, the reason this happened is because of BTS. Because I clicked on her video reading Namjoon's book recommendations, and I was like, "Oh, this seems right at my alley."
Obsessed.
And so then I click on it, and then your videos came up, and I was like, "Oh my God, what is this beautiful place?" And then I started watching it all the time, and then I was like, Christine, we should make this because we like to read, and we have a personality.
I'm pretty sure you came into my room and you were like, I went down the rabbit hole.
I did.
Did you know that there's a place called BookTube? And I was like, book what? And she was like, BookTube, where they talk about books on YouTube. And I was like, no.
I love that.
Like, I didn't even like really watch YouTube like that.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like I do like sometimes, and my boyfriend is always on YouTube, so he's always like sending me videos. But like I do a lot of stuff outside of the internet, so it's like designated time, has to be put aside for that. But now I'm on it all the time. Literally, you comment on something, I'm like,
that's crazy to me. Because I've been watching it since maybe I was in the 8th grade. I don't know, and I'm 22 now, so it's been a while. And I was bringing that up because there was a whole part of BookTube where like there was just a year, I don't even know, but Colleen Hoover was all anyone talked about.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had been there for that phase, I would assume that's where you got it from, but nope. Found her all on your own.
Little babies.
No, we really are brand new.
I might go through some of these comments.
Oh yes, let's see. Y'all didn't say your books, but it's fine. We'll go through.
We'll come back to that. Start at the top underneath where we are. Yeah.
Legendborn.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, are you like into what kind of fantasy are you into? Like, I mean, not fantasy. You've never read it.
Yeah, it's like you have to tell it.
Do you like young adult books or are you more into adult books? That's what
very important to know.
Yes, because that can be the determining factor. A lot of people love A Court of Thorns and Roses. young adult fantasy. It might be a good starter. It's a Beauty and the Beast retelling.
I would say it's more new adult fantasy, even though there's like no clear distinction between those two things. But
And
like, if you don't like mature themes, I would just go into it knowing that.
yeah. But like, I don't know. I mean, like, this is like old, but I really like Game of Thrones.
Really?
Game of Thrones.
This is y'all's moment. I have to shine.
But you don't read fantasy?
I do, but I
She
read
doesn't
her
read
recommendation.
fantasy.
I read
Yeah.
Shadow and Bone. If you want something quick, Shadow and Bone. I
Yeah.
read that in like a few hours.
Oh, well, yeah, we should just say read Leigh Bardugo. She's great.
Go
She
wrong.
only gets better as a writer.
Yeah. I mean, her writing just keeps getting better and better and better. Yeah.
Yeah, so like, I feel like, and with the Six of Crows and Shadow and Bone series, those are like more high fantasy, whereas Ninth House, it's like, you're at Yale, but there's still like ghosts and stuff. So she's into adult. Good to know.
Girls.
Definitely Ninth House.
Yeah.
Dark.
Ninth House.
Hi, Mare.
Hey, Mare.
Hi, Nitty.
Hi, Nitty.
Oh, wait. We hit 200?
What?
You didn't notice?
No, I have been baking. I have been baking all day. I mean, all day yesterday.
What?
Yesterday was a wash. I didn't get any reading done. I didn't do anything but make donuts and other
You
treats.
can make donuts.
Yeah, I tried it. It was my first time.
Don't you want to send like a goodie basket?
Yeah, so just start sending
Baking
out.
exchange. Let's do it.
Oh my god, yes, books and donuts. You can like send your favorite book and a donut and I don't know, like tea bags or something. You can sell them in your bookshop,
We
in your
are-
like bookmark shop.
Oh my god, I love. Yes. We literally talk about sending gifts all the time. We're like, should we do this or should we do this? Like, what's happening? But we'll get it together in 2020.
I can tell you guys are very ambitious.
Yes, we are. You make donuts. Like, who are you?
No, you make breakfast in general. I didn't even want to get out of the bed, so I just made my toast and my tea. I put on a presentable face and I put myself in front of the camera.
You look good.
Yes.
You're killing it. Meanwhile, I can't even point.
Everything switched. I just need it to be.
Yeah, like
normal.
when you point this way, it's like that way. Anyway,
Our brains are not awake.
yeah,
I
I
can't tell.
But honestly, this is good that we do this like 9 a.m. our time on Sundays because it really gets us up and moving. Because otherwise, we'd be like, no,
TikTok.
we don't have things to do.
I know.
I don't see why you should pressure yourself to do anything. It's Sunday, the day of rest.
I love you, but oh,
Now that school's over for me, I'm in bed right now, but I didn't want it to look like I was just laying in bed. So I got the lights on.
you're like,
The bed is made.
hey guys, what's up?
Good choices.
But yeah, how funny is it that we always get recorded when we hit these milestones on subscribers?
I have no idea.
That's fun.
But yeah, congrats.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Killing
We
it.
were watching it like a hawk, and suddenly this weekend we're like, F the internet.
Literally.
But honestly, that's the best. Like when you don't really care and you're not really paying attention to it and you're just doing what you want to do.
Yeah. And then we're like, oh, yes. Yes.
People like us. Awesome.
So yeah, 9 house is the rec for fantasy. Start with that. And then what was the question we were answering before?
Same
Your
question.
favorite books.
Oh, favorite books. Yeah, I'll find it.
Okay. Do you have one?
I would say Legendborn, but I'm gonna stop talking about that book now because I feel like I'm getting annoying.
I mean, push
Isn't
it.
that like a thick?
push
It's
it.
a pretty thick read, isn't it? Or am I
I
thinking of?
think it's 450 pages or something like that.
Thinking of something
It's not
else.
that bad at all.
Mistborn.
Mistborn, that's a big adult fantasy book. I don't know. Wait, I've never read them. Why am I lying?
I think I'm confused. I may be confused.
I have no idea.
But no, yeah. If you are looking for diverse YA fantasy, have I bored you? You don't want to hear me talk about Legendborn? All right. Goodbye. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Diverse YA fantasy set in a college setting, which I love because I feel like we don't see a lot of that in YA. And what else? King Arthur, Merlin. I don't really care about that, but oh, I saw your gift exchange.
Do you?
That was so funny.
No, there's no need. Okay.
Is she grabbing the books?
She's bringing the book.
For those of you who haven't seen Gift Exchange,
Look at that guy.
this is on my TBR this month, thanks to Monique.
Accepted it graciously. Because I would have been like, I don't think I'm going to read this.
I like, honestly, I'm like the worst person to give gifts to because my reactions are never how people want it to be. You know what I
Well,
mean?
thank
Like,
God you guys are close then.
yeah, like I know her expectation was like, she's gonna love Mood Baby, yeah. And I was like, what the is this?
Were you trying to troll her, or did you genuinely think, oh, she'll be into this?
I thought she would like Merlin, but the other one was a troll.
The other one was just like, yeah.
We were at the freaking Iliad, and she was like, companion novel for $2. Yes.
Like, is it a whole series? Because you could just start the collection as a joke. Just give her that.
I was like, no, I don't need to give her 6 books or 3 books.
I really would have killed you. I'm gonna like
That would make for great content. Oh,
don't awe her. Don't encourage her. God. It's fine. I got my revenge with Pride and Prejudice, so have fun, boo-boo.
Yeah.
well,
I'll try and read the entire Christmas book.
the whole book.
The Stories for Christmas by Charles Dickens.
Yeah, to keep up.
I'm trying to add Legendborn to
There's
Good
no
reads.
spring in
No
New York.
I don't
What?
like that. Is that true?
That is
That'll-
true.
I
Because
feel like that is true. When we went in March,
we had like coats.
yeah, it was freezing. There was snow on the ground.
Oh.
It was
I mean, I
wet.
guess I get that. That's fine. I'd rather. Oh no, I don't like that at all. Actually, I know it gets really hot though, so it's not like you don't get summer. I can live with that. Okay. Thanks for preparing me for my move.
Yes, you get like winter. I think fall is nice. No
I feel like
spring,
fall in
summer.
New York is like legendary.
Oh.
Can you define that?
Yes. How do you?
My
it doesn't
God.
matter.
I was like, are we taking a call? Do we have someone calling?
Hello.
It's my.
You're live.
Yeah. Anyway.
I think you still have to say. Did you say your favorite book of the year?
Oh yeah.
Oh, me. So I think my favorite book of the year is actually going to be Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I haven't read it yet, but
Oh, wait, what?
I know, but it's like literally I'm reading it for the DCG readathon. So it's in like 2 days, basically I'll be reading it. And I just think that that's going to be the one that I love.
How do you know? Is it because of something specific, or you just love romance, or what?
Because I really am in the mood for a cute romance. And seriously, all the books that we've read so far, I just am like they've been good. Like The Outsider was good, but it was like a little too, like the end was a little too wrapped up. And
Is that the one by Stephen King?
yeah, that's the one by
I felt the exact same way. Yeah, when I read it.
It was just like a little too convenient.
Mhm.
So graphic. I was like, geez, Louise.
I don't mind graphic, but I definitely wasn't impressed by the ending.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
neither.
it just was like whatever. And it sucked because it was so good during it. Like
The
getting
lead
to
up,
it.
yeah.
So anyway, I feel like that might have been my favorite, but I don't want to give it the favorite spot because I didn't like absolutely love it. So I'm thinking Get a Life, Chloe Brown, but to be determined.
Can't believe you're saying it before reading it, but yes, I
know,
like Get a Life, Chloe
I
Brown,
know.
so
But to be fair, we still have like half the month, so we'll see. Because
yeah, like literally Cemetery Boys is the first book I'm reading in December. So I plan, now that school's over, I plan to hopefully read 10 more books.
Yeah,
in this month.
do you have like a planned out TBR, or are you just like going with it?
I'm a severe mood reader, so I have an entire TBR shelf, and I'll just go over to it and stare until something calls to me.
Love
And we'll
that.
see.
What do I feel?
That is a great method.
Yeah.
Is it? I feel like it's good to have a readathon to motivate you to do something.
I
I
am
was motivated.
It definitely pushes you to read things like, because I've been telling her for forever to do Shadow and Bone. And she's always like, yeah, I'll do it. And then finally DCG comes along and she's like, okay, I'm doing it.
I did it.
And she like kind of liked it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Period. There you go.
Oh no, move away.
what's that other question?
Do you guys like dystopian novels?
I do. I've never not liked dystopian, even when it became unpopular to like dystopian novels. So
Games?
Yeah, like it'd be like Hunger Games, Red Rising.
I'm reading that this month.
You are?
I have to. Oh, I didn't mention. So I'm doing this like 2020 challenge, and one of them was to read a book it's like a blind date book sent to you from your friend. And so my friend sent me Golden Sun because I've had Red Rising for like 4 years and haven't touched it. So now that I have Golden Sun, I have to read Red Rising to read that.
Yes. My cousin who's into fantasy texted me a week ago and was like, just read Red Rising because I saw your thing on Instagram, and let me tell you, it's very good. So
I'm glad. I don't have any interest and I feel bad.
I feel like once you get into it, it might be better. You know what I mean? Like you
What's
gotta
it about?
get into it. Basically, it's set on Mars, and
You've told me.
That's why I was surprised you said dystopian. But now that I'm remembering some other stuff, that makes sense.
Yeah, and there are like classes of people, and red apparently is the lowest class. So the main character is a red, and it's about him trying to break the mold.
Like all dystopians are, yes.
Yes. And apparently there's a lot of drama, there's a lot of heartbreak. Yeah, and there's like 6 books or 5 books in the series, something like that.
Yeah, he started a whole other like companion or spinoff or something.
Yeah. Like apparently it was supposed to be a trilogy. Now there's like 5 books because people love it. So
I don't think I read any dystopian novels this year. I'm trying to think.
I don't think I did either, actually.
Year? Yeah. I think the only one I've been thinking about is Red Rising. And I haven't read it yet. So
Yeah,
you guys read The Year of the Witching?
Oh no, I've seen that though. I need to read that.
Somebody,
I just followed the author on Twitter, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with you.
Did you read it?
I did read it, and I love that. That was another one of my. Ooh, I'm spoiling my video, but it's another one of my favorites. And I don't know. I think that kind of counts as dystopian because like women are just treated so badly in that society. So I would say that is the latest dystopian I've read. But to answer the general question, I love dystopian novels. The Hunger Games really set me up to just go down a path.
Yeah.
And Allegiant kind of ruined that path for a little bit, but
oh yeah,
yeah,
talk about that.
Anyway,
we don't want to talk about that.
I like The Giver. I guess that's dystopian. It's one of my favorite books.
Yeah. Any kind of like society, kind of like where it's not, set in the future. It's not the same, that kind of thing.
I haven't read it, but it's very popular.
Same.
Yeah, us too. Like you heard.
If you see the watch later that we have, it is absurd. What is the thing? The numbers are astronomical. Okay. The volume is way
on this bus.
on this bus. Anyway.
Jasmine, I don't know if you're still watching, but clearly you would love these people. She has the astronomical sweatshirt that guy sells.
Oh my god!
Merch store.
I didn't know there was merch. I need to find.
There's merch.
It's like link later.
Merry Christmas! Got you a gift.
Oh, I love it. Oh, she's still here.
There it is.
She's like, I'm here. Don't you worry.
Classic.
I just got you another subscriber. You're welcome.
I know, like
Beautiful.
bless.
Yes.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Classic.
So anyway, that's the tea. That's pretty much what's going on. What's been going on.
Yeah.
So we're gearing up for Christmas. What's your next video that you're gonna put out?
Oh my god, I'm contemplating if I should put it out or not, but it's gonna be like books to get your enemies, which is basically my worst reads of the year.
That seems fun.
Please.
It is. I want to do it. I haven't filmed it yet, but it's all planned out. But I feel like people don't want to hear all that negativity, so I'm on the fence about it. I don't know.
Worst reads, I feel like that's perfect because then you can let people know, like, hey, this kind of sucked. Don't read it.
And I have strong opinions. I really want to share them.
Yeah.
But also, I don't want anyone to get offended. It's such a tricky line you have to balance on with too.
I mean, you just gotta say it and not harp on it. Just be like, this is the tea from me.
This is how I feel.
Don't push it. Just be like, you can agree or disagree. That's fine. But like, that's my opinion. Like, yeah.
I don't know. You saw my unpopular opinions video. I tend to think like my opinion is the right opinion. Like it, you can get out of my classroom.
Yeah.
Don't come to class.
Mm-hmm.
Just skip class. Honestly, though, don't go to school. School's bad.
Are you making a books like most anticipated books from 2021 or from 2021?
Yes and no. Like I have some on it, but I feel like it's a small list, and I don't want to seek out. I don't want to like go looking for things to put on the list. You know what I mean? Because that just feels authentic.
Mood reader.
But there are definitely some. I'm trying to think. First of all, I really want there to be a sequel to Ninth House. If there's not a sequel to Ninth House in 2021, I'm rioting.
Yeah, you should write a letter.
A strongly worded letter.
What are these
Flat
ideas?
iron books. Because it is taking way too long. Can you convince Jayla to use some of my ideas? Oh.
What are they?
I know. I'm sure they're class.
She wants me to reenact scenes from books, which, sure, but there needs to be some context to it. I can't just get in front of a camera.
Just do TikToks.
I don't have a TikTok. So I don't know, but I don't know what book TikTok is like.
Book talk is amazing.
I don't like that.
Yeah, you just put book in front of the first part of every social media.
Everything.
And yeah, like how do you do Twitter?
I think it's book twit, but it's not.
That sucks.
But no one says anything. Like it's just Twitter. Like you have your bookish Twitter.
Bookish Twitter. Okay, that's better.
But it's like, yeah, but it's shortened. It doesn't matter.
I think people just call book Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're typing it, it's just like some people do it. Book twit.
Yeah, because twit kind of seems like you should just say tweet, like book tweet.
Yeah,
or
sounds like you're insulting someone. Oh,
yeah,
you're a book twit. Oh, yeah. Well, that too.
That's like not cute.
Well, I've seen.
Yeah, Monique is on the Twitter. Everybody.
Yeah.
Who am I?
I love Twitter.
But yeah. So I mean, like in 2021, I definitely want to read Red Rising for sure. I want to read the second novel, the sequel to Children of Blood and Bone after you finish it eventually.
That'll be next.
Yeah. Wait, okay. Is it a duology or a trilogy?
I think it's going to be a trilogy. I didn't realize I was reading it as it was like new. I thought I was late to the game because I'm always late to these things.
Well, she came out with it a while ago, but
I didn't. But yeah, but the sequel is like the latest one.
Yeah.
But there's going to be one more. I've never read a book where I have to wait.
She said, yeah.
I know. You're becoming a real reader.
Like, what's happening? Like, this is like taking me back to like Twilight
Harry
days.
Potter. Oh yeah, Twilight. I forgot about that.
I'm so uncultured. I haven't read any of those books. I have never read Harry Potter.
I haven't read Harry Potter either.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I saw you doing like quizzes in your last live, so I assumed.
I've seen the movies because she's obsessed.
I'm not obsessed. I just watch it multiple times a year, every single movie. So
sounds okay, a little bit like obsession, but. And then when it's Christmas, it only gets worse. So
yes,
that's why her mom lost it. Apparently, she was like, "We're not watching Harry Potter tonight," and they were like, "Why?" We all agreed. And the mom said, "I have not agreed to watch Harry Potter. Let's watch anything else."
Well, because my boyfriend indulges me, and he's like, "Yeah, let's watch Harry Potter," and so it's like both of us like Harry Potter. And I'm just like, "F y'all." F y'all.
I would probably be on your mom's side on that one.
Yeah, she doesn't like fantasy or any kind of like magic stuff. Like she hates all of that. She wants it to be real stories about war. Like
I do like a nice war film.
1911. Okay,
yes.
Movie channel, but 1911 was so good.
I never thought I would go to the movies to see a movie like that, but I'm obsessed with that movie. It was so good.
I saw the behind the scenes with the old
cinematographer.
Yeah,
Yo, he deserved that Oscar. Okay, that man is an older man, and he's holding this huge camera, and he's like running like this. He's got a hunch.
Wait, I thought I saw what you were talking about, but I don't think I've seen this behind the scenes. That's hilarious. I gotta look that up.
I'll find it on Instagram because it's literally so cool. Because it's like all one running shot. So he's got it. He's holding it in one shot. The assistant hooks the camera onto this like crane.
Yeah, the
crane will like put it up into the air for the really tall shots, and then the old cinematographer runs to go catch it on the other side.
But they have to wait for it to be cloudy. They have to wait for the right.
Yeah.
It's like it was so good.
I was like, of course it's gonna. I was like trying to tell my because we at work we do like an Oscar pool. So like we pick who's gonna win the Oscar, and I'm like telling them like you guys need to listen to me.
Yeah,
I'm
this
telling
man's gonna
you,
win.
He's gonna get cinematography because look at what he did.
It was
they put way too much effort into that movie. Like
it was
beautiful. It all came out wonderful, but I was like, man, y'all really. First of all that stuff being done in one take. But anyway, what was that? Where did that come from?
Sorry, my computer.
How do I turn it off?
I think maybe do not disturb.
I meant to talking about the war, but now I remember your mom. I was gonna say my mom wouldn't let us watch Harry Potter because of the witchcraft. So
yes, my mom wouldn't let me like read any of the books when they first. Well, obviously when they first came out, I was not even that old. So
yeah.
But like when they were becoming popular in like schools and stuff, she was like, "No, they've got witchcraft."
Oh, my mom did that too. That and That's So Raven. She was really trying to put her foot down
Raven?
for like 1 week. I was like, she was like,
I was gonna say,
watch things
don't
about
take that representation away from you like that. What?
Yeah, no, it lasted for like 1 day, and then
So Raven is not even that crazy.
Well, no, it was. I just remember her saying, "Oh, it's about psychics," so I felt like it could go either way. I was like, "Oh no!" And then she was like, "Oh, it's Raven." I was like, "Yes, Mom, Raven."
Oh, that's right, because he knows her from the Cosby Show.
All right,
Anyway, back to the books.
Right.
So that's what I'm thinking about reading for 2021. What about you? You have like a whole stack over there. I'm looking at it.
I guess I can say it here. I'm going to be reading books that Mare from Mare Reads has recommended. I have all of the what is it? Boarding schools. So it's like Catherine House.
Yes.
Devious, Ninth House, something else about a boarding school.
The Boy from the Woods. I don't know.
No, that's not about that was just a purchase. See, that's why I didn't say it. See? That was just a purchase I bought.
I'm exposing everyone.
Yeah. It's a nice Harlan Coben book.
Yes.
I don't know if anyone reads them, but anyway, they're good TV shows if you haven't. Not important, but yes, I'm reading Catherine House, Truly Devious, probably the sequel to Truly Devious, because
there's 3 books I think in that.
Yeah, but yeah. It usually depends if I like the sequel, if I'm going to read the 3rd one. That's how I decide.
True.
But
I usually like if I don't like the first one, or like if I like the first one, I'll get the other 2.
Yes.
Because I'm probably gonna like them.
Yeah.
Fair.
Wait, have you read Children of Blood and Bone? I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna read it when you were gonna read it, because like you had said we could buddy read it together, but every time I look at that book, I'm just like, I don't care about it.
It's a hefty one.
It is a lot.
It takes a minute to get into it.
And
It's why
it did something like 350 pages before you felt like you were in it, and I was like, that's so many pages.
But
it's her first book she's written, so it's the sequel could be better.
Yeah, and it's back to like what I was saying is I think she wrote it for a competition, so she was like keyboard smashing everything.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I think that's why it's so like plot driven and like descriptive and just kind of like also action packed with not a lot of building. But somebody said, I forget who commented this, but they were like, oh, I think it was Emily Berry actually. But she was like, the only thing about Children of Blood and Bone that I didn't like is that she would set up characters and you wouldn't be attached to them. And then like things would happen to them. So I was like, oh my God, you said it perfectly. Because like I honestly didn't care about a lot of people. I cared about 3 people, I think. So anyway.
That's okay. Yeah, I don't know. So that's the thing. I personally just don't feel any association. No, I don't know. Drawn to it. I don't drawn to it. I don't know what I was trying to say. But also, I've heard that the second book actually isn't as like well liked. So I'm wondering, Monique, are you enjoying it?
Oh,
I am like 88 pages in, and I felt like I got burned out. So I will probably, but I like something happened that I liked, but it didn't last very long. So then I'm like, when is it going to come back?
Right.
and I don't want to take the time because I need to read a book for this readathon. So I think I'm just going to knock out this Paper Girls today for the readathon, and then just come back to it at the end of the month. Like I'll still read it, but not today. Yes, that is my strategy to get the green team some points.
In that real quick.
Sorry.
I should just hop in that readathon real quick so that I can feel motivated to get things done.
Yeah, green team.
I would literally I would LOL. I can look out sometimes. I somehow ended up on Harry Potter TikTok, and I don't know anything about Harry Potter.
It's Draco, okay? He has his stands.
Honestly, they push it. They push Harry Potter. Like, if you start watching Book Talk, they'll be like, yes, you clearly have watched Harry Potter or read the books.
But not once. Nope.
They have the Hagrid, Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah. There are some funny ones. You don't have to know anything about it, and you're like, oh, my God, wow.
I mean, I see I see reels, so I get a sense.
The gist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put the TikTok on Reels. It's literally the same thing.
You
like one too.
Yeah, Emily Berry said the thing. She was like, "It's really action packed and not a lot's going on, if that makes sense." And I was like, "I get what you're saying. Like, there's a lot of action and plot, but like no development."
Okay.
So yeah, that only makes me less excited to read it. So you convinced me.
I was really going to try to push through today, but I'm going with my gut when I woke up.
Yeah.
I'm reading Paper Girls.
Which kind of sucks because the whole premise of it is so freaking cool. But anyway.
I know the movies are going to be dope, though.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't no way you can say these movies are
Right, yeah.
I'm excited for the movies.
Yeah, they'll be
I'll support it, of course. But I bought the book, so I already gave her some coin. But shoot, will I read it? I don't know.
That's what you should do a video on, books that I've had for forever that I should have already read.
There's a long list. Oh my God.
Yeah, like long, but like maybe necessary.
Oh yeah. Maybe I'll do like a giveaway.
Oh my God. Yeah,
I'm unhauled.
Like at the end.
Actually.
A nice unhaul.
Naima was talking about that on her channel. She was like, I have so many books that I feel like I'm just going to do a giveaway and be like, have it.
Please consider me. I really don't need books, but I really want them. So
I just love free things, to be honest. So
Christine, if you need Red Rising, I already have it. I have the second and first book. So
oh my God, Noelle, hey.
yeah, me neither, Noelle.
Book Talk is like,
it's really, I just do it for fun. Like, it's really funny. If I have a funny idea and I tell Christine and she laughs, then I'm recording the TikTok. That's pretty much how it goes.
yeah, some people are honestly so creative and just like freaking hilarious. And like, I don't know, I'd like to think that we're funny, but like,
You are.
but like being able to like think of it, you know what I mean? Then do it.
Yeah.
And then edit it. It's like a whole nother world.
Oh, some people do like actual productions, and I'm like, okay, you're creative and you put in the effort. I couldn't do it myself though, is all I'm saying.
One person had like a stop motion. You know how you like put the book in front of the camera, but it like moved. It was in stop motion. And
I think I saw that.
I'd like, but the
Oh,
quality.
yeah.
I must be a new iPhone. I was like, how is the quality so clear? I don't know. And
I think you just take pictures and then put all the pictures on there for like literally 0.5 of a second. And it's like, do.
And that sounds like so much work.
It is. It is.
For like a 10 to 15 second video.
Yeah, claymation, a lot. Any kind of animation, honestly. I did one animation on my Instagram one time, and it took me way too long. It was simple.
I can't draw.
I like to think I can, but I need to be classically trained.
Yeah, I'll read that book you recommended.
Oh yeah, I have this book that basically is like, it'll teach you how to draw, and it's got before and afters of people who have read it, and the before is like literally a stick figure, and then the after is like perfectly shaded like portrait of a person. So I'm like, I really want to do a video and be like, does this book really work? Like, can you?
Yeah, I need to see. Actually, please do that.
A nature documentary with me as the subject. I'm like, all right, she's now drawing her first drawing without being the book. And now we'll show you a true stick figure. It will be a circle, a line, do.
It's like pretty
Yeah, you gotta.
like I flipped through it and they were talking about the psychology behind it and like how like when we're kids we draw like better than we think we do, but then at some point you kind of stop because either you continue drawing and like become a great artist, or you stop and you're kind of like more of, okay, I need to focus on like my schoolwork and like that kind of route. So it's really interesting like how you use your brain in that way. So maybe I will do a video, who knows.
Getting dressed for a first date, like I have to spend time to look good, but I also like didn't try. That's exactly it.
Yes, because it's literally a 15-second like little blurb.
Yes, you have to look like you didn't put any effort in.
Right.
But
It's
you
so
did.
obvious.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then at that point you're like, well,
Wow.
I did some of my makeup, so maybe I should do another video.
Maybe one of my New Year's resolutions will be to make my first book talk. Although it'll probably
That would be fun.
yeah, I'll make it a goal.
Yeah, like 2021 goals. I haven't even thought about that, y'all.
I don't know if I should have any because I had some for 2020 and
Yeah,
how that year went.
yeah. Oh my god, the hype on 2020. Do y'all freaking remember? Let me just like
Yes, 2020 was supposed to be like the start of the Roaring 20s again. Then we couldn't even leave our houses. It's funny how that works.
it like literally was such a mess. Like, and everybody had the freaking 2020 glasses, like 2020 clear, and we're like, dang, that really was not the move.
So we're not going into this year with any expectations because that's just a bad idea.
We start here, we get here, you know? So I think that's a good plan, honestly.
I don't think I went out last year for New Year's. I must have had an omen deep down.
No, actually, me and my sister spent New Year's at the vet because we were getting our dog checked out because he was whimpering about like his paw. He was limping or something.
Oh, no.
And so that night I spent $500 on an x-ray that yielded no results. So that was my sign that 2020 was going to be bad.
Great.
Wait, and then you said, I will get pet insurance for $7 a month.
It's like, oh, he's probably, I mean, I guess like basically the end of that night was like, was he faking it? Because there's literally nothing.
Wait, I love that.
So I think he's one of those, huh?
I said animals are dramatic.
They really are. It's like he was playing with my dad, and then my dad, like, I don't know, grabbed his paw or something, and so he like yelped really loudly, and we were all like, what's wrong? And so we go there, and like he's still kind of subdued when we're waiting, but by the time he comes out, he's fine. And they were like, yeah, he had an old injury from like a broken, like tiny, whatever that toe on the side of the leg is or whatever, and it was a very old injury that healed up. And so I have no idea why we were there that night, but when the ball dropped, we were sitting on the floor of the vet's office, and we were just like, Snapchatting, Happy New Year.
Oh my god, yeah. It sounds like he may have been like, you know, when a kid like thinks that they've pinched themselves or something, and then they start crying, and then like they're fine, like nothing has actually happened to them, but they just like kind of get a little scared, like shocked.
Scared, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that maybe is what happened. He was like, my paw! And then he was like in it, so we had to keep going.
Right. He had to commit.
Yeah, literally my dog. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of dogs.
Herman acts like we're about to trample him every time we walk past him. So, and I get it, he's a small cat, but like,
Tiny little thing.
we have literally never trampled you in your life. Like,
He likes to sit.
Herman has trust issues.
yeah, and that's the thing. Oh, hey, Brandon.
Oh.
Say hello. I completely missed this. It's okay. It's early on a Sunday.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining towards the end anyway.
Thanks for coming in and the little last bits. I often think, I'm like, should we push books and brunch like a little bit later? But I don't know.
I mean, technically brunch time is from 11 to 2.
Okay, so you're saying push it.
I'm saying you do whatever, because if I had to get up at 9 a.m., I surely would not.
That's true. I think actually Noelle is on the same time zone as us.
Oh, Noelle, I commend you.
Yeah.
Because if I was on East Coast time, I would have been like, so sorry, guys. I won't be able to make it.
You. What did she say?
She said,
think Garth Nix is an unpopular opinion.
I was supposed to say Diana Wynne Jones. Hello.
I don't know. What have they written?
I'm pretty sure Diana Wynne Jones did Howl's Moving Castle. Am I wrong?
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
I have no frame of reference.
Well, Garth Nix, he did like Lyriel. I don't know how to say it, so I apologize. But and then I thought Howl's Moving Castle was written by a Japanese person, but I guess
Yeah, I would have thought.
I think the
Again, I have no frame of reference.
the movie was just made by. Yeah, she wrote Howl's Moving Castle.
oh
She's
wow.
Of good books. I advise. Yes, that I forgot about her. Yes, she has written so many good books. But Howl's Moving Castle is probably the one that I am most familiar with.
Good to know.
Let's see.
The movie many years ago, and that's kind of it.
Howl's Moving Castle, the book is so different than the movie, and it's very good. I recommend to anybody. Sorry, I'm going on a Howl's Moving Castle kick, but
She loves Howl's Moving Castle.
I love that movie, and I love the book, and I forgot about her, and I feel bad because I actually love Diana. So anyway, okay, Garth Nix. I feel like that's familiar. Australian.
I've seen his books everywhere. I just never pick one up.
Oh, the Sabriel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Lyriel, like the third or second book or something.
Yes, the Old Kingdom collection. Yes. I have actually never read one of his books.
Which one should I read? I'll give something a chance once.
I think the first one is Sabriel.
But which one should I read?
Is that the only series he's written though?
Let me.
Go to
I feel like
Goodreads.
you can do this better than me.
Oh.
I'm good at counting. Monique is good at this thing.
It looks like Abarat.
The Left-Handed of Booksellers of London. That sounds
That's a
fun.
good title.
Monique loves anything to do with England, so plug it, and she's
Yeah, you're like already saying Sabriel, and I'm like, that doesn't seem fun for me.
But yeah, I don't think those are unpopular opinions. I can see why those would be your favorites.
Yeah. And it also solidifies my pick that fantasy would be the genre that I would read forever, because I forgot that there was fantasy like Diana Wynne Jones. Perfect. Chef's kiss, man. Anyway.
Middle grade, or am I only just like aging it down because of the anime?
They did. But it's not like, I don't know. I think the anime just makes it more like whimsical, because that's the style of Miyazaki. So, yeah, and that whole Ghibli studio thing. So
Try to read it then.
it's pretty good. If you read it, let's chat.
Okay.
But yeah, I've never read Garth Nix before, but can put on TBR. So we'll see how that goes.
I've put the left-handed booksellers of London on my TBR.
Okay, cool. Noted.
Nice.
Thanks.
Well, this was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me on. I had a really good time.
Yeah,
I was nervous, but this was so fun.
I know. I was like, please, like
You should have seen the time we forgot the concept of headphones. And
our last episode, yeah, we had girl. We really showed our inability to use technology.
Was that just because you were doing both the live on Instagram and so I don't know technology terms, but it doesn't work.
back occurred.
And I'm like not even sure how we can fix it or if we'll fix it, but
I mean headphones. But we can save this later and put it anyway, that works.
yeah, whatever. We'll chit chat about it later. But anyway, it was really nice being on a live with you. I'm so glad we got to hang out because I have been like harping Monique. I'm like, we need to do another Brooks and Brunch and we need to invite Jana.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for putting me at the top of the list. I feel like a VIP.
Well, I know. It's like fun to engage on Bookstagram and like BookTube, but like it's even more fun to do like live stuff because you can actually chit chat.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I want to get better at talking to people. Like I respond to comments and stuff, but I don't really join any book clubs or anything. So I want to get better at doing that. So this was a good start.
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But
And plus with BookTube, like the book community, like everyone's so
I know. I really was not expecting everything to be so like nice and friendly.
Yeah.
Like,
And like genuine, I would say.
Yeah.
You know?
this is
We haven't had any too bad drama since you've joined, so I think that's why. But
book Twitter is help. I was like, I didn't realize we had drama. I'm like, okay. So book Twitter keeps me apprised of the drama.
mhm.
Nothing.
And then sometimes it travels over to YouTube. Sometimes.
Okay.
But anyway. But thanks for having me on. I had a really good time, and
Yeah.
thanks everyone who joined.
Yes.
Yeah.
thank
See you guys later. And
Yeah. Have a good Sunday.
that's it.
Bye. Okay, let me end it.